Okay, so here we are. Whoa, and me almost falling down. Third level, getting framed up here. We are getting close to the finish line, my friends. This is the second level, and the basement level is below there. I'll walk the whole thing and show you, but I wanted to show you this garage floor. This is the only double-decker garage that I've ever seen. Not that I've seen everything, but definitely haven't seen anything built like this out here in Rancho Cucamonga. So this is where the cars are going to be parked on. That's why, see how big those beams are and see how close together they are spaced. They're 12 inches on center. So, you know, from the center of one to the center of another one, they're 12 inches apart. That's what's going to keep cars from falling through, right? So let me show you the approach here. So this is right here where is the garage, from there to there, garage door. So you drive your car right there or right there, and it's gonna sit right on top of there. The rest of the beams, as you can see, they cantilever out along the side here. And that is for this catwalk here. This is basically, there's a little deck that leads to the front door right there. That's where the front door is gonna be, you know, to get there, because we're gonna start off from flat land, you know, street level up here. And so there'll be like a sidewalk that comes and then dives into that. So that'll look pretty cool. From underneath here, you'll have this, as you can see, there's so many decks. Here, let me show you everything. So this is a catwalk deck that's gonna go through here. And then I have another cantilevered area. This is the dining room, corner of the dining room that's cantilevered out. I have another cantilevered deck over here. You see that? That's just another little deck off the dining room. You can see now these big, okay, I almost fell again. You can see all these big metal poles, not big, but 3-inch metal poles. That's a structural for load. And then we got the metal beams going across. This is the second garage. So you would drive your car right through here and park it inside here. And this, you can see my nice graffiti that I have. So we're getting close to finishing the beams here for the upper level garage. But let me show you some serious decks. So this is another deck. This is like a covered deck off the gym. So you could hang out there. And come this way, you got the stairs and you got the elevator. And then you're gonna come this way and you got a guest bedroom. And inside here, you got some nice decks here. And those decks will go all the way across the house like that. So you have this beautiful view from one side all the way to the other. And there's another bedroom over there with decks, and then this is the master. So you can imagine coming down the hallway here, boom, you walk into your master. You got this window right here, so you have a giant window with this beautiful view out there. And then you're gonna have, you can see the header here going across. This is a big slider, I think it's like 14 foot. So you'll basically get this whole view from your master. And then this deck is gonna make the room feel twice as big, because this sticks out another 14 feet. So this room is, I think it's 16 feet, but then it sticks out another, or maybe it's 18 feet. And then it goes out another 14 feet. So it's just gonna feel huge with those big windows and then looking out onto this beautiful view. All right, now for the real fun, let's go on the top level and try not to kill ourselves doing it, okay? I got kids to feed, okay? Here we go. So to get there, I gotta take a little precarious walk along this 12-foot high retaining wall that retains this dirt here. And then I have to walk across these beams and get to that beam and then go through the wall. So let's see if I can do it here without killing myself. Not gonna die today. Okay, so now from here, I'm just step down ever so gently. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. And then we're gonna walk across this little beam right here. And then through here. And bam, we did it. We didn't die or anything. Look at that. All right, so now we're on the top level. We got elevator shaft over here. That's the top of the elevator. We got kitchen in the corner there. You can see you're gonna have a gorgeous view of the kitchen window. And then we got another giant slider over here. That's off the family room. So this guy is gonna have another massive deck. So I got those lower decks you see for the master bedroom and the guest bedrooms. And then I got this other massive deck out here for the top level. And this goes all the way across the whole top. And then we have an interesting, look at all this craziness. Look at all these beams. Holy wow. So we got, a beam where the exterior wall on the mid-level ends, and then you got a beam where the exterior on the top level ends. So this is my exterior wall right here. It goes around there, it goes over there, boom. And then I got an interesting situation here. So when you go out these sliders, there's going to be, let me back it up a little bit. When you go out the sliders, there's going to be a deck here, right? So you'll be able to walk out here, and then you'll be able to walk around this way and over to here. So now this is the deck. You can see this whole deck is on top of other space. This is the master bedroom, and that's the master bathroom. So you got to really make sure we waterproof this area right here, or else we can have a leak that goes right down into the master bedroom, and we don't want that. This is where the fireplace is going to go. Another giant window on the other side of that. And then through here, we got a powder room right here and the laundry right here. And then this is the garage door leading out, obviously, to the garage. And so this will be a 2-car garage from here, from this level. And then down there is just a single car garage. Although it is pretty wide if you wanted to drive in that way, or you had, multiple nice cars, you could put them in there. You might not be able to drive them out all at once. All right, and that is where we are right now in this build. 3rd level. You can see it's going up. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I'm excited to get this bad boy done. So stay tuned.